about the last album, the newcomer, I would say, and about the sounds you found in the Death Magnetic. I think you describe it as something I heard between Master of Puppets and Justice for All, somewhere in between. Is it true?
It's like opening a new chapter in the book. Saint Anger was the cleansing of all of our issues and things from the past. Saint Anger feels new, feels fresh. New bass player, new attitude in the band, new gratitude in the band, new producer. So there is really a new feel. But Rick Rubin wanted us to focus on the essence of Metallica. His essence was around Master of Puppets. Trying to get us to think, what were we thinking back then? What were we doing? What were we feeling? What were we influenced by? What were we watching? All of that stuff. Yes, it's a interesting homework, but it's impossible to go backwards and really feel it. We're evolvers. We love moving forward. I don't like looking backwards too often. But I understand the concept of the essence and the hunger for Metallica. All of the things we've accomplished and all the places we have gone. We need to get back to the essence again, I think. So that was the main idea behind that. Saint Anger, one feeling, one fist. This one, much more diverse, like a Master of Puppets, a ballad, an instrumental, fast song, slow, long song, epic, lots of different feels of Metallica. And Death Magnetic, the title, it comes from one of the lyrics in one of the 10 songs. Not even a song title. It's not a song title even.
But it's magnetic to that. I mean, it makes the whole new song.
Well, death is a new subject for us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the magnet, I guess it was somewhat interesting. Two years of writing lyrics for this album. I go through lots of different things, phases and ideas and things that are going on in my life. So this is the one that was the thread that linked all the songs together, I think. The Death Magnetic. A magnet is the power of attraction. Some people are attracted towards death. Some people are like some of the rock and roll martyrs that have died along the way. Why? Why did they choose that road, or was it chosen for them? Why do some people obsess with death? Some music genres are all around death. Religions around it. Why do some people die early? Why are and then the opposite of that is, why are some people living forever? Why are some people afraid of death? Why people don't want to talk about it? Why, like in your a family member is dying and the family is there, at least in America, no one talks about that they're dying and tries to make it all happy, and they're afraid to talk about the big elephant in the room. No, everyone sees it but doesn't want to talk about it. So that's kind of the concept.
I like that.
Any other band which exposed itself so openly to its audience? I'm talking about the documentary now. The documentary, Some Kind of Monster. It must have been harsh, as we see it, watching the documentary too, going through that process. I mean, where you have all your personal dilemmas, problems among yourselves as a band, as a family.
At first I was very scared. Very scared. My image of the mighty Hetfield, he's crying in a corner you know, in a fetal position crying for his mom, you know. Someone explained to me, that's the most manly thing you can show. That's the most honest thing, that you're not afraid to show anyone any side of you. A truly free man has no secrets. Does anyone really know what it means to be absolutely free? There's always some things we want to manage. Our image management. Some things I don't want to tell people. They'll think of me differently. And once I say it, I can't take it back. It's scary. But also, the thing that I have learned from the movie is that the more I put that out there, the more accountability I had with the world. People were able to walk up to me and say, you know, if I'm in a bar having a drink, you know, hey, what are you doing? That's not good for you. You know, in a good way. They're helping me look out for myself. Not that I need the world to do that, but there's an accountability. I can't fall backwards again without support. But also looking at the film as a mirror. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. Oh. But what a gift. What a gift that was. To have a film crew there when you're at your most horrible place in life. No one can say they've done that. You're in hell, you're struggling, you're raw. You don't know if your family is going to stay with you. You're just distraught. What do? Call up a film crew? Hey, come film me. No, you don't. So it happened for a reason. I don't know why, but it happened for a reason. So now I can look at that mirror and go, okay, I don't want the world to see that me. We all looked in that mirror a few times and went, oh, that's what the world sees? You know, there's an image we put on, and maybe for interviews, maybe for our friends, or mostly strangers. I'm always nicest to the strangers. I'm meanest to my family because they're the ones that I'm, most comfortable with. But that was really us, and it's not pretty. So we don't want to have to go there again.
Also, this changing attitude in terms of creating together, writing together, or I don't know how it was. How different is it compared to the previous pre-St. Anger years?
There's quite a few different ways that we write. And it depends on where we are or what our schedule is. If we're on tour, we're writing in the warm-up room. Before we go on stage, we vibe together and play, and a lot of times we'll just come up with a riff and it gets recorded, and that's how this album was written. A lot of riffs from, all the working titles were, one was called Casper because it was written in Casper, Wyoming. They all had their unique stamp because of where they were from. Also, I have songs that I write on my own, sitting with an acoustic, just playing, and I can never finish a song, but I have some good parts. Or I bring that to the band, say, let's finish this as Metallica. I like to have the word honesty attached to it, that we're writing this for ourselves, and it sounds selfish. I think a lot of bands, when they start worrying about what their fans will like and writing for them instead of themselves, then they get lost. Well, if I'm writing for them, what do they need next? And you're not the artist anymore. They are. So for us, honesty in the music, it's music we want to listen to. It's music, it's the soundtrack to our lives. And it's great when we show up at shows and there's a lot of people singing the words, and they've used it as their soundtrack as well. And the never-ending search for family and love and connection. This is how we do it, and this is the best part of being in a band, playing live.
We were wondering if you could give us a hint about the new album, the chorus of the song where we hear that magnetic very shortly, or the first line of the very first song, whatever, if you sing it or just say it, just a hint, small hint.
Well, there's lots of hints on missionmetallica.com.
Yeah, of course. Now we are having you here, so we won't let you go on.
Death Magnetic, Prophecy Reveal. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right.